Okay, this is Monday, and I wanted to talk about a concept that I've been reading a lot about and starting to put into practice. And I think the biggest one is sustained performance improvement. How do we get better and stay better? Right? There's a lot of things that get in the way, and I constantly look at this book, Your Ideal Future. But the big one is how to consciously design your ideal future because I think we can all set goals. We consciously want to be better. We want to be our higher self. We want to improve. We want to lose weight. That's in our conscious mind. Then what's being sent to our subconscious is where it gets mixed up or we don't follow through. Because on Mondays, we have a lot of time. We usually plan, we set a lot of intentions, but as we go through the days, if we don't plan, if we don't consciously hold it in our mind, and we're not going to do it. And I feel myself struggle with this often where I want to work out 3 times a week. I want to read, I want to make videos, but our time, our conscious mind, if we don't change our subconscious programming, it technically doesn't happen. And I think David Hawkins does a great job of outlining the conscious mind. So that right there is the scale of consciousness, which outlines different states that we're in. Tony Robbins talks about shocking your state and going through your passions so that you're not in a depressed state and something forward. But he outlines a specific David Hawkins. Most of us operate between a 200 and 400 scale. So the scale of consciousness is on 0 to 1,000, and 1,000 is enlightenment, where Maharishi, the Buddha, they hung around 700, right? That enlightened state. But most of us stick within 200 to 400. So what does that look like? It looks like your comfort zone, right? So in your comfort zone, you stay here. And this right here is the scale of consciousness on this side, this being 1,000, and your state goes up and down. And now the goal, and I think the high performers, is to expand your conscious mind, right? To move this wider so you can hold a larger space without changing or sending different signals to your subconscious mind. And I think the best illustration here is that what you've seen is we all live within a box. Society tells you that you should stay within a box because it's the ability to be controlled. And so not deserving, not allowed, not good enough, not worthy are typically what stop us from exceeding our conscious state and entering a higher achievement, our conscious goals. And so when we consciously set goals, we need a greater Jordan to achieve them. So when we go outside of our comfort zone, our bandwidth, we get, whether it's a new job, promotion, relationship, or success, these are all things outside of our regular conscious mind. In order to sustain it and move your comfort zone, the next place you're going is below your conscious mind. Some call it the swamp or lowest state, shadow self, darker, lightness, dark. But here, what comes up for you after you've exceeded your new job promotion? I'm not ready for this. I'm not good enough. I can never do that. I want to be a speaker. I want to start my own business, but I could never get there. And so we need to acknowledge down here and have tools to be able to allow ourselves to go there without judgment, without hindering our ability. Because if we don't, we're going to stay back within our bandwidth or comfort zone and stay within the box. Where the goal is to expand your comfort zone along the scale of consciousness. This is the first video I'm making of this, so I hope it's you're able to understand it. But this is how I'm starting to see and understand setting goals, your conscious mind, the ability to sustain performance improvement, because we can all hit milestones because we have the capability, but the hardest part is to sustain it. Look at high performers who allow themselves to fail and keep going. I think another one example is in the micro, right? Life is long. And for me, I struggle with nutrition, eating healthy. I know long term, if I eat protein, chicken breast, salad, I'm going to have better results. But that is a lot more challenging in the short term than just to order pizza and have a pizza and be done. So it's a short-term mindset, but we want to have a long-term gain because my body is not benefiting in the long term by having the pizza. We'll work on that example, but it's changing from micro to macro. But what's getting in the way? My conscious mind is not sending the message to my subconscious that it is easier or more beneficial to eat a salad. Right? My programming subconscious goes, you know what? Easy, let's get it done. Let's have pizza done. Now we worry about tomorrow. Right? So this is a Monday video talking about how to consciously design your future and how your conscious mind works. And there's a lot of things that get in the way because we all have patterns, we all have trauma from growing up, and these automatically trigger your conscious mind. I don't want to get too deep into Hawkins here, but I think this is an example that might be able to help you out. And so in summary, we all have our comfort zone. We all stay within our comfort zone. And until, if we want more, we can exceed our comfort zone. And then the flip side of that is, how do you talk to yourself? A lot of gurus saying your inner relationship directly reflects your outer relationship or your outer world. Your inner world reflects your outer world. So how are you treating yourself? Are you beating yourself up? Are you keeping yourself down? Are you not sharing your gifts? I think that's a big one that keeps you in that box. I'm not allowed, not worthy, no one cares, right? The goal of life is to expand your conscious mind so you can handle more and allow for your greater success. So I hope this is helpful. It's a one draft, no editing, and I'm putting it out there.